boys and girls of grade 5, and welcome to another English language lesson. I am your teacher, Miss Melissa, and today we will continue to look at adverbs. Today, however, we will be looking at the comparison of adverbs. In our last lesson, we looked at the types of adverbs and the formation of adverbs. So now we want to look at comparison. If you remember, we looked at the comparison of adjectives. It must be noted that the comparison of adverbs is similar to the comparison of adjectives. Like adjectives, there are 3 degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree, and the superlative degree. The positive degree is the base form of the adverb. The positive degree is used when we are referring to one person, animal, or thing. For example, if we say, the thrush sings beautifully, beautifully is the adverb in its positive degree. Further, the comparative degree is used when we are comparing 2 persons, animals, or things. For example, if we say, the lark sings more beautifully is the comparative degree. The superlative degree is used when we are comparing more than 2 persons, animals, or things. That is, 3 or more. So if we say, the nightingale sings the most beautifully is the adverb in its superlative form. The comparative and superlative forms tells to what extent one idea or quality is deserving over the other. It is a way of ranking things. Generally, the comparative degree of the adverb is formed by adding more to the positive form of the adverb. The superlative degree is formed by adding most to the positive form of the adverb also. However, there are slight variations when doing these additions. So let's zoom in on the formation of the comparative and superlative degrees of adverbs. As we stated, many adverbs that end in ly form the comparative by adding more and the superlative by adding most. Let's take a look at these examples. We have the adverb carefully in its positive form. In the comparative degree, it would be more carefully. In the superlative degree, it would be most carefully. Similarly, we might find clearly, more clearly, most clearly. Loudly, more loudly, most loudly. Terribly, more terribly, most terribly. Casually, more casually, most casually. Diligently, more diligently, most diligently. Positively, more positively, most positively. Swiftly, more swiftly, most swiftly. Brightly, more brightly, most brightly. And often, more often, most often. Let's move on. With adverbs that don't end in ly, we add er and est to form the comparative and superlative degrees. Mainly, these apply to one-syllable adverbs. So, examples might include soon, sooner, soonest; late, later, latest; long, longer, longest; hard, harder, hardest; near, nearer, nearest; early, earlier, earliest; fast, faster, fastest, and high, higher, highest. Also, just like adjectives, some adverbs have no regular forms of comparison since their comparative and superlative degrees are irregular. Examples include badly, worse, worst. There's nothing such as badlier or badliest. So we say badly, worse, worst. Also, we say well, better, best. Little, less, least. Much, more, most. There is far, farther, and farthest. So boys and girls, let's apply our knowledge of the comparison of adverbs to this exercise. Remember, for most adverbs ending in ly, we use more and most to form the comparative and superlative degrees. For one-syllable adverbs, we add er and est. And we must take note to memorize those irregular formations. So let's get into it. They arrived something than we. The adverb in brackets is soon. What degree do we use? And what would be your answer? Boys and girls, if you notice, we are making a comparison between they and we, two groups of persons, and so we must use the comparative degree. Therefore, soon becomes sooner. So our answer would read, they arrived sooner than we. Number 2, the Lydian singers sang something of all the choirs at the festival. The adverb in brackets is beautifully. I'm sure you would have seen that the comparison is being made with the Lydian singers to all the other choirs, and so it is a comparison of two or more. Therefore, we must use the superlative degree, and so beautifully becomes most beautifully. Our answer would read, the Lydian singers sang most beautifully of all the choirs at the festival. Next, the 5 of us arrived something than the teacher, early. Put in your answer. We are making a comparison between one group to the teacher, and therefore we must use the comparative degree. Early therefore becomes earlier, E-A-R-L-I-E-R. And so our answer would read, the 5 of us arrived earlier than the teacher. Number 4, I play my guitar well, but my brother plays something. Take some time to get your correct answer. Yes, boys and girls, I'm sure you changed good to better. And so your answer would be, I play my guitar well, but my brother plays better. Because we cannot say gooder. That is not grammatically correct. Number 5, bats can see something in the evening than morning. Our adverb is clearly. Go ahead and insert the correct degree of that adverb. Definitely, you have chosen the comparative degree, and so clearly becomes more clearly. Our answer would read, bats can see more clearly in the evening than morning. You have been doing a fantastic job, so let's look at the last one. We did something work today than yesterday. Our adverb is much. What then would be your answer? Yes, much changes to more, since we must make use of the comparative degree for this sentence. So our answer would read, we did more work today than yesterday. So boys and girls, we have seen that the comparison of adverbs is done in similar manner to that of comparing adjectives. Be sure to revise the formation of the comparative and superlative of adverbs and complete exercises on same. Remember that it is important to burn the midnight oil in preparation for your upcoming examinations, so be sure to put in the extra work. However, at this time, I will leave you to continue working. Do take care until we meet again for another lesson.